This is not unprecedented, but it's very unusual. Can you explain to us exactly what the situation is right now?
Yeah, terribly unfortunate situation to be in for anybody out here. We knew there were going to be some high winds today. We started out a little bit soft this morning, but these Poliente winds of southern Spain here are no joke. And when they made the turn to the western side throughout today and picked up the speed, that's when we started to see maybe some oscillation of some golf balls over the last 45 minutes or so. We had brought out the agronomy team to perhaps spritz some of the greens to help with some of the movement, but then ultimately the balls were just moving a little too much for our liking, and it was the right thing to bring them off the golf course because, according to our meteorology team, there's going to be some more dangerous high winds, and when they mention those type of words with us, over 30 miles an hour, it's just not safe to be out here.
You anticipated this because you kept the course very soft during the practice rounds, but how quickly does this course dry out in these winds?
Yeah, once we were all the easterly winds throughout the more humid winds leading up to today, and then it made the turn from the west, and that's when we started to see the course dry out with this heavier wind. And yes, the greens were drying out, the fairways are continuing to dry out, and then that's when these gusts, especially up on 11 green, 14 green, the most exposed on the entire property. It was just, unfortunately, we just had to do it this time.
What's the forecast for the winds in the late afternoon here? When do you anticipate getting the players back out onto the golf course?
I mean, we obviously want to finish today, and we got plenty of time to do so, with sunset a lot later in the evenings here. But as the reports are still saying, these higher winds are going to continue to increase over the next hour or more, and we just want to keep monitoring that and monitoring these greens throughout the delay. We're going to continue to spritz them with some water and make sure they're tamed for when we do get a chance to get back out.
Will you consider changing the setup of the course over the weekend because of the winds?
We knew this going in, so we definitely took a positive look at what's going to happen with these westerly winds. And there's just some holes out here that are just brutal when it comes to this side. And yes, we've thought about it and talked about it a lot, looking at the same type of wind perhaps tomorrow, and then maybe starting to switch back towards the easterly flow on Sunday.
You're a very busy man right now, Brad. Thank you very much for sharing some time with us.
Sure. Thanks, Tom.